There is a growing list of impressive books written on the history of Nigeria. Apart from A Platter of Gold, you might want to conduct a search in any online or offline bookstore for other titles. I'm sure you'll be glad you did. Now, one of the things that can contribute to business and entrepreneurship development in Nigeria is the publication of books authored by accomplished indigenous entrepreneurs and business leaders. One of such books was recently presented to the public in Lagos. Here's a report and consequently an introduction to the book.
Books written by international entrepreneurial stars like Bill Gates, Larry Ellison, Richard Branson, Elon Musk, and others are everywhere and easy to find. But where are the ones written by Nigeria's entrepreneurial stars that are more applicable to the Nigerian society? They have been rare to find, but that might be changing.
Doing the unveiling of the book on...
At an event recently hosted in Lagos, Nneji, founder of ABC Transport PLC and the man behind one of Nigeria's most notable entrepreneurial stories, released his business memoir titled Who Says You Can't? Captain of industry, professionals, journalists, students, and other guests gathered to witness the unveiling of Nneji's book. Get appetite waiting previews and celebrate the author who has spent almost 40 years of his life doing business in Nigeria.
The book is an attempt to share the experiences and lessons learned by this unique entrepreneur and a talent and a good citizen of Nigeria. Frank is an uncommon entrepreneur.
If we stop thinking transactional, if we stop being game players, and as you know, Frank Nneji did not invent the transportation subsector of the transportation sector. Did he? No. But he redefined it. That's what he did. And how? He had a vision. He had a dream. When he went into it, the same way Muhammad Yunus asked questions about why people suffer economic challenges that led to the creation of the Grameen Bank, Frank Nneji asked the same question. Why can't we have aviation experience on land? And that's the difference, and that's why in saying there are two kinds of entrepreneurs, the other category of entrepreneurs are the transformational types. They ask questions. He could have said, I'm starting my business, I would like to open 50 branches. That's transactional. I'd like to own 100 buses. That's transactional. I'd like us to be all across the country. That's transactional. But what was his question? His question was, how can people travel with the same respectability on ground, with the same level of safety and care and comfort as you have in aviation? That is what the power of dreams represents.
You can see someone that is altruistic, business-minded, but with core values, the kind of core values that we should be espousing. You know, it's because people don't think long-term. They think that you must necessarily key into the so-called Nigerian factor. You don't have to. You don't have to. If you believe in what you are doing, after some time, you know, you find out that it will pay.
Experts were read from the new book.
My siblings noticed I kept going behind the house to pour water on the same spot. I had obviously planted something there. They decided to dig whatever it was up, and to their utmost shock, they found the missing tablecloth. It had become rusty and spoiled, which was no surprise. My parents could only laugh at my childish stupidity. Curiosity was what drove me to bury the cloth, to see if it would grow like seeds and plants I had observed. Curiosity was one of my standout traits as a child. and in many ways, it provided a glimpse into my future as an entrepreneur. I had always wanted to know how things worked. I probed, I asked questions, I wondered. Many decades after the missing clock experience, it was curiosity that led me to start businesses and create solutions and value in the marketplace.
A reality of actualizing any dream or reaching any target in life is that you must pay a price. The question is, what price are you willing to pay? For me, the price for becoming an entrepreneur and growing in business has been personal comfort, and I believe this is the same for most people. The extent to which personal comfort is sacrificed is often directly proportional to your level of success as far as the goals you have set for yourself are concerned. In business, I really cannot see how anyone will succeed without giving up personal comfort. You receive what you put in.
Finally, the book was unveiled.
As we unveil, who says you can? Thank you very much.
About 3 years ago, I started thinking about telling the story from my own angle, telling the story as it happened myself. And 3 years ago, I started. Today, I'm happy there is a book we can take away, a book that can inspire young people, a book that's aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs can use and make a reference.
Who Says You Can't might just become an important addition to Nigeria's body of business and entrepreneurship literature in a country where many need inspiration and lessons on how to start and realize business dreams. It is certainly a welcome addition.
Very often you read books that are theory, speaking about philosophies and ideas and theories. But this is a book that is experiential, talking about what he's been through to build businesses and to get to this level. So I think it's a great thing for entrepreneurs to look at and know that it's possible to grow businesses and go through all the challenges and come successful.
It took me back to the movie Catch Me If You Can, and I looked at the book Who Says You Can't, and it is coming to the era whereby even we young people appreciate the need of someone chronicling their experience. We've read lots of books about business, we've gone to business schools, but can we take that context of what we've read into the Nigerian environment? Rich dad, poor dad, rich dad. But do we understand what this man has gone through in terms of chronicling this experience? And for a lot of us who are starting young, so we start businesses and we can't forge ahead because we've not really understand the secrets. So it's not about you going to the Harvard of this world, but you need to understand and learn from the elders, like learn from those who have gone through this experience. And one thing he said in one of his speech when he was making his auto remarks was the truthful aspect of how much more can your business cause its impact. So that's why we from the social enterprise sectors are really keen to see that he was able to help with FEMA, he was able to help with the road transport system, and this is the kind of engagement we want business people to look into, be the business that gives back.
The book will surely inspire some younger ones who want to tell one or two stories about starting a business. And for those who have started a business, they can also learn some lessons on how to manage that business. So invariably, it is going to be a very good resource material for budding businessmen and young people in Nigeria today.
This is a book that's going to inspire young people who will be able to break the barriers which many people have to entrepreneurship. And when you break this barrier, you produce more entrepreneurs, they create more jobs, and the economy grows. We have to document our experience for future generations. We've initiated a business, grown it over the years, had our challenges, some of the challenges impacted on the country and on our environment. And what is better than to document our experience for people to read, aspiring entrepreneurs. When they read this book, maybe some of the mistakes we've made, they will not make them. So it teaches. and it aligns people to their goals properly.